Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Basileus in Europa Universalis 4. So, considering that we are likely to either pick up an alliance with Albania or pick up an alliance with Georgia / Emirti, I think we'll probably ditch the alliance with Dorado, which will free up a relationship slot. This is the primary reason why I did not take the royal marriage with somebody like him. We have -5 reasons for an alliance with Georgia right now. I was looking around a little bit at states. I think I'm going to go ahead and take 150 military points from the nobles. This will put us down to disloyal for a while, raising our maintenance and lowering our manpower recovery rate, but they don't really matter. And that's fine. Now, we could still, as well, call a diet to get their loyalty back up to a reasonable amount, and then just revoke their province in the near future. But again, I'd like to see how things shake out with this first war. So for now, let's just let them tick back closer to 0, or closer to 50, and do nothing else. How's prosperity looking, I wonder? We're not building up any prosperity at all, because apparently our monarch is just really bad. We have 3 whole % in our capital. Cool. So, how is Albania looking at our potential alliance? We have 18 opinion with them right now. We are tolerated heretics. -13 reasons. If there were a way to make it happen, it would possibly be the diplomatic reputation thing. But again, I think his war score's going to end up being too high. He's at 24 right now. The risk is that when one of these forts falls, he will definitely be too high. And of course, Macedonia is one of our cores, so we'd really like him to not do too much damage to it. Alright, I pulled the diplomat back to break the relationship with Theodoro. That put us back at 3 out of 4 relations. Georgia, I want an alliance with you before we actually declare a war. So, is there any chance that you could just, you know, become my friend? Who do you hate? You hate people that don't matter. I'd really like to establish a rivalry. How great would it be if we could rival the Ottomans before this first war? I mean, Genoa is not a bad rival. They are going to be doing some annoying things with their trade power in this Constantinople. Constantinople. I can't say Constantinople. There it is. They're going to create a trade post in this province soon, so that'd be fine. And actually, an alliance or a rivalry with Venice is rather thematic and appropriate. So let's just go ahead and establish these basic rivalries. Get our embargoes in place before we forget, and we are at war, and we have truces, and then go from there. That's the other way we could have played this. If this war with the Ottomans went well for the Ottomans, and the Venetians got wrecked, then we could probably just declare like a war against Venice, and then try to take over like Naxos and Euboea. Euboea is really probably more likely how that's pronounced because of the order of the letters. Letters. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give up on the idea of joining his war. At this point, it's just too unlikely. So what do we do then? We don't need claims on the Ottomans because we have cores, and those are way better. Venice desires Macedonia, so he's not going to transfer control of it. My fear right now is that either Venice will separate peace early and take my core, or as part of the peace deal, Albania will just give them Macedonia. The good news would be that if they do that, it will break the connection here, and there will be no forts in this area. So we could just occupy, and then we could demand right away without having to occupy a fort. Better case scenario, though, would be if this province wasn't occupied, and I could just move my army in and siege it after this war concludes, and the Ottomans have mothballed it. Then we could instantly occupy the fort, and we could just take all of our cores, and maybe even then some, plus the province, of course, is worth a lot of war score. It's worth a ton, in fact. Worth almost as much as their capital. So let's keep improving with Albania just in case, and we'll keep improving with Georgia. And then I guess we can go back to improving relations with Lithuania for the long-term plan. And it looks like Venice did succeed in their siege. Now they're going to continue to occupy things they're interested in. Alright, fine. I think it's in our best interest to try to make this war end as quickly as possible now. Just so we can know what happens, know where we stand. And so that the Ottomans can mothball stuff. That's going to be really handy. Okay, improving with Lithuania. Advancement of the nobility, they've gained influence. Looks like we will be revoking that province for sure. We could just revoke it right now. They're disloyal. That'd be a little bit not ideal. I have to call Diet first. I mean, they're going to rebel. There's going to be a disaster at this rate because of the percentage of controlled provinces being so high. So, alright, well, let's just sack 5 prestige and then revoke the province. They can be disloyal for a very long time, and that's fine. Thank you for the military points, I appreciate it. So, we need a lot more for military tech, but that will come in handy. What factions influence the ruler? Ask for military power and ye shall receive. Taking this first war very slowly. I apologize for pausing so much, but I feel like once we get our legs underneath us, we can play much quicker. We're also online to actually get some good war spoils here. We're doing some privateering over in the Venetian node. I think that the Genoa node has more overall cash, but the Venetian node is better just because there's less trade power there by a huge margin. And actually, I think I'm going to try to play greed mode here. We have cash. We don't need to train more troops. I'm going to build some more light ships right now and just see if we can try to milk that privateering in Venice. Albania's keeping control of this. Unfortunately, Serbia really wants this land. So that's going to cut Albania off. Poor guy. He's not going to get any land. Serbia, you're mean. That's rude. Ottomans at negative 46 war score. Once their capital falls, there's just no way this war is going to continue for much longer. I think it's in my best interest to tell them to not attach anymore, because they're just making me suffer extra attrition, and it'll take them extra couple, well, 3 more months to get these other provinces occupied, so let's just tell them to go away. Does make my army a little bit more susceptible to an Ottoman attack. And I swear, even though I'm not in the war, they're just condottieri, I would not be surprised if the Ottoman's army is like, ooh, it's a player army, let's go kill it. Brandenburg has formed a personal union over Anhalt. Very interesting. I have to imagine that Georgia's doing a good job against Trebizond. It's like Trebizond's just sitting there, they're just having a standoff, looks like. And they get 26 war score for their blockade. Eventually Trebizond will just be like, maybe this is a bad idea. -1 reasons for our alliance with Georgia. Well, that'll be our 4th relationship. Serbia was my defensive buffer. I don't know that we're going to stay allied to him. And depending on how Albania resolves this first war, a while back, if you missed the stream, it was a one night stream, but we played Common Universalis as Byzantium. And Albania won their first war, and they returned all of our cores. All 5 cores. They were just like, just give it back to Byzantium. And he became Skanderbro at that moment. Skanderbro for life. So if he does that again in this campaign, I will be incredibly happy. And if he doesn't, well, it's not the end of the world. Negative 21% chance to take the capital, but they've got 5 siege status. Blockade is active. Supply limit here is quite high. I can't split my army up to just send my general over with the siege pip. So we would probably suffer a lot of attrition if I parked my whole army there. Maybe if I go there, though, one of these other armies would bug out because they don't want to suffer the attrition. For now, we'll just do some looting over here and siege some more provinces down. Alright, here we go. Venice is leaving, so maybe I can send my army in as a replacement. This is the point. I can feel it. I can see it. This is the point where the AI has just turned off. The Ottomans they've given up. They have an army. It has full morale. It's not doing anything. They're just done. He's like, all right, this is a bad idea. I don't want to be in this war anymore. But Albania is not willing to peace out, so Ottomans are just waiting for the peace deal now. He is already given up. Mark my words, he will do nothing else of value. He might do like a 25 stack, try to cross the strait to save his capital when it gets in danger of falling. But beyond that, I think he's done. It's over. Amazing. Walls breach. Nice. Alright, let's go and put our siege pip guy there. See if they can get lucky and take this next... Please don't assault with my army, though, Albania. Skanderbeg, that would be very rude. And also, I really dislike all of these occupied provinces by Venice. He should still be allowed to return core, even though Venice occupies it. I'm hoping. And if not, we're just going to have to fight, you know, instead of one green enemy, we'll fight the other green enemy. Venice is green, right? Yeah, it's like a greenish color. Besides, they'll have awful... I really want the land, though, because if he returns core, we get it at no autonomy. If Venice takes it, it's all going to go really, really high on autonomy. Most likely, though, if Venice takes it, it's just going to rebel because of the Orthodox Greek high unrest, lots of provinces, and then there'll be a nationalist army trying to return core to us, which almost never ever happens for me because I usually don't have cores in other people's lands, but that would be interesting too. I guess either way it's going to work out. It will be fine in the end. It'll be totally fine. 21% chance, and as I mentioned, the Ottomans have given up. They are done. Can't believe how well this has gone. Have they even won a single battle? From 9 battles, -5. Bunch of occupations. Macedonia is the main thing. Ticking war score at 7.6. So in 2 days it's going to be 8. War score is going to go up to 42 minimum. And if this thing falls, I think that he will likely take the peace deal. Because Venice... Alright, this is what he's doing. He's up here being dumb. Going after Dalmatia for some reason. Venice does not desire much else beyond this. And Albania... Poor little Albania. He doesn't even want anything. All he wants is Vlor. That's it. He just wants one province. Fortunately for Albania, though, this is not an offensive war. So he's not under any obligation to honor the participation and give extra land to these guys. He could just do what he wants, which is to give land to me. I'm calling out to you right now, telepathically, Skanderbeg. Be my friend. You will forever be the bastion of the West. You will be my march until we integrate you to get the achievement. I'll make you my march. You want some? You want to be the march? Let's do this. Come on, man. Now, he can't call us in. I think I might still actually take the alliance if the war's still going, just so that he likes us more. I think the more he likes us, I feel like he'd be more likely to want to return provinces to us. We've won the Siege of Adarn. Damn, Venice has control of it. Again, I want this war to resolve as quickly as possible. He's got 51 war score now. We cross the strait and try to go after some of these other forts. Like Kocelli and Karasi and Hudavendigar. Instead, I think we're just going to go loot stuff that I don't think we're going to see. Ah, that's right. We're not in the war, so we can't see the loot map mode. Well, there's a little bit of cash over here. I'm going this way. See you guys later. Probably able to ally with Georgia now. Alright, let's do that. Let's come back from Georgia. Lithuania, how do you like our relationship? -31 right now. Alright, we'll keep on improving with them. Get one extra ducat and a half a month right now from looting down the Ottoman territories. Our alliance with Georgia. That puts us at 4 out of 4. Albania is allied to Serbia. And that's fine. I guess the question right now is, do we just go over the relationship limit or do we ditch Serbia? What's Serbia going to do for me? I mean, we have 2 favors, so we are a solid 8 years away till we can actually call them into an offensive war without a promise of territory. They're only interested in attacking the Ottomans and, I guess, Ragusa. That could be interesting. We could call them in against Ragusa, which would pull in nobody, really. But they want that land for themselves. I think for now, I'm going to try taking the relationship with Albania. We'll pay a few diplo points to be at 5 out of 4 relations. And then eventually, we'll consider ditching Serbia if Albania does things the right way. There's only one good way for him to resolve this war. Give me all of the land. Just give it all to me. Next month we can do it. Or we could proclaim guarantee. I'll do that too. I guarantee you, sir. You're guaranteed, Scander bro. Incorporate Athens, improve our prestige. Let's see, can we hide our troops and see if maybe a better mission could appear? Kind of a cheesy tactic, but yeah, our manpower reserves need to recover 90%. It's difficult to get since we did lose a lot of manpower already, but maybe. I think that is probably a better mission than trying to do these other ones. So we need to get to 90% of 14,000. 14,000 times 0.9. So 12,600 minus what we have, 8042. We need 4,558 manpower. We recover 106 per month. So that's a 43-month mission. 4 years is kind of slow. Maybe we can get some more manpower from these guys if they stop being mad. Or maybe we just get lucky. We could also use the professionalism system. Slacken recruiting standards, or we could do these buttons, which sound god-awful. Let's just wait a little bit, see what happens. So we'll have our subject improve relation happen here this month, since we've got nothing else to do. And yep, this AI is done. Hopefully Venice loses their fort over here. And then Venice has some more exhaustion build up and they want to leave. If they separate peace, they won't be able to do much. They probably have a lot of individual war score, but yeah, they're the ones with the actual occupations of both forts. Alright, Albania. You and I are friends. I hear. I hear that we're allies. And that you should really, really consider returning cores instead of doing this. I'm gonna be upset though. If Venice can't if Venice is blocking Albania from returning core because Venice has the occupation, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. I can't remember. This is so unusual for me. I'm almost always the war leader and controlling the transfers of occupations. Like, it's just weird. I don't know. And I don't really feel like going to look it up. So let me know down below what happens in this case. Can Albania return the cores right now or not? Let's keep on being like super greedy and just build more light ships. We're going to be the traders of this trade zone. We're making 2 ducats a month. It feels glorious. The loot is still here. There's 4 more ducats. We can hang out for a couple more months. Ideally, we want to mess up as many provinces as possible for the Ottomans. Let's go mess up Sofia instead. Got better trade good. Oh, he actually still did call me in. Wait, what? I guess because it's a defensive war, the 25 thing doesn't apply? How did I mess that up? Interesting. That was not expected. I still think that it's good to be allied to him because he's more likely to want to return cores. I guess we're going to find out really soon how he feels about participation and stuff, if he actually wants to use his war score for that. Let's wait at least a month to get my ships out of here, though, because the Ottoman Navy... never mind. The Ottoman Navy is it's all docked up. Let's go ahead and join right now. We accept. Our condottiere agreement is over. We can actually split our army up and do some more stuff. Our manpower reserve has failed to recover. Instead, we can pick a new mission right away, like the Rival of a Rival, which is a good mission. I like that mission. Let's take that one. That one's a lot easier to achieve. Alright, well, Scanderbeg, we're Scander Bros now, so... if you want me to, oh, sweet! It all got transferred to me. What? What? How did that happen? Why would Venice, who hates me, transfer those cores to me, even though he desires the land? And why do I suddenly have 45 individual war score against my mortal enemy? This is amazing. Let's come back from Albania and see what kind of peace deal we could negotiate right now. I mean, this is a defensive war, so we don't have to give Albania anything. We could just just use the war score that's suddenly been given to me and take all of our stuff back. Return cores is technically not part of the peace deal. All core provinces and core return are considered part of the peace deal, it says. Okay. So, it will cost us Diplo points, and there will be a coalition of the Ottomans. 69 war score. By individual war scores at 42, because Venice transferred the forts to me. Amazing. I guess what's happening is because I am the secondary participant, that's why it's costing me Diplo points. I think if Albania did this peace deal, it wouldn't cost me anything. A while ago, they made it so that secondary participants always pay Diplo points in separate peace deals. So we could trust Skanderbeg to do what's right, or we could pay 177 Diplo points to ensure we get all of our cores back. These guys would all lose trust with us because of the separate peace, but that's it. It's not enough to break alliances. We'd be at 40 trust. And if anything, we'd actually, I think, be higher, because I think we gained trust. Did we not? We did not gain trust for honoring the defensive call. / guarantee. Well, I did not expect this transfer of provinces. Let me know what you think. Should we pay the Diplo points to ensure it, or should we trust in Skanderbeg? I'll see you again in the next episode, and we'll see what happens.